As you get smarter, something strange happens. You stop experiencing life and start explaining it. You don't feel first anymore, you analyze first. And analysis always comes at a cost. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Every technique that makes you intellectually powerful quietly chips away at your emotional depth. And the scariest part? You won't notice it while it's happening. So here's your choice. Click away and stay comfortable. Or stay with me and learn the real price of extreme intelligence. If you're still watching, you're already not like most people. What actually happens when you train your brain? When you push intelligence to its limits, your brain rewires itself. Logic starts overriding instinct. Prediction replaces presence. Understanding replaces feeling. Your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, slowly dominates the emotional system. You become better at seeing patterns, but worse at feeling moments. This isn't theory. Monks report emotional detachment. Chess grandmasters face isolation. Highly analytical minds often describe feeling like observers of humanity, not participants. Neuroplasticity works both ways. What you train grows stronger. What you ignore fades. Take any emotion you feel, jealousy, sadness, excitement, and explain it like a machine would. Not, I feel jealous. But this is a perceived threat to status, triggering an ancient survival response. Do this consistently and your thinking sharpens fast. You'll understand people, systems, and behavior deeply. But here's the cost. When someone shares pain, you won't feel it. You'll diagnose it. And one day someone close to you will say, "You're here." But you're not really here. Stack mentally demanding tasks. Learn while tired. Think while stressed. Force your brain to operate under pressure. Your processing speed will explode. Your memory will expand. You'll think in parallel while others think in lines. But simple conversations will start to feel unbearable. Small talk will feel slow. Human pacing will frustrate you. Relationships require presence. This trains constant optimization. Build vast mental structures to store knowledge. You'll recall information with shocking clarity, but slowly. Facts will replace faces. Formulas will replace moments. You'll remember concepts perfectly and forget birthdays effortlessly. Consume everything faster. 2x speed. Zero fluff. No low-value content. Your brain will evolve rapidly. Your pattern recognition will become lethal, but silence will start to feel uncomfortable. Slowness will trigger anxiety. Human bonding, which depends on inefficiency, will feel like friction. Question everything. Attack your own convictions daily. Your thinking becomes unbreakable. Your logic becomes surgical. But nothing stays sacred. Not emotions. Not relationships. Not meaning. Joy becomes chemistry. Love becomes attachment systems. Purpose becomes narrative illusion. If comfort made people intelligent, every couch would be a classroom. Growth doesn't come from ease. It comes from controlled stress. Study while you're cold. Think while you're slightly hungry. Work while your body wants relief. Not because pain is noble, but because the brain associates urgency with survival. Under discomfort, your mind sharpens. Focus deepens. Memory sticks. Your learning curve doesn't rise slowly, it spikes. You become disciplined in a way motivation could never achieve. You stop negotiating with yourself. But here's the cost no one warns you about. Comfort begins to feel like weakness. Rest starts triggering guilt. Stillness feels undeserved. And relationships, which require safety, warmth, and ease, begin to feel draining. Not because you don't care, but because your nervous system no longer recognizes comfort as productive. This is where intelligence becomes dangerous. You stop learning in silos. You connect physics to psychology, biology to economics, art to systems. Your mind starts seeing structures beneath the surface. You don't just understand ideas. You transfer them across domains. Innovation explodes. You solve problems others can't even define. But something subtle disappears. Nothing is just beautiful anymore. A sunset becomes energy transfer and emotional response. Music becomes mathematical relationships and dopamine release. Life becomes data. You gain clarity, but lose mystery. And mystery is where meaning quietly lives. Now your thinking becomes sharp enough to cut. You debate smarter minds. You attack ideas without mercy. You eliminate emotional bias from reasoning. Your arguments become airtight. Your confidence becomes earned. You become formidable, but warmth erodes. Support turns clinical. Empathy becomes analysis. People stop opening up, not because you're wrong, but because something human went missing. They didn't want solutions. They wanted presence. Here's what no productivity guru will ever admit. Human connection requires inefficiency, repeating stories, slow conversations, illogical feelings, unoptimized moments. You cannot maximize cognition and humanity at the same time. So the final protocol isn't more intelligence. It's intentional compartmentalization. There must be times when you optimize ruthlessly, and times when you consciously stop. Times when you allow slowness, presence, feeling without explanation. Real intelligence isn't thinking harder. It's knowing when not to. You now understand the trade. The real question isn't, can you become superhumanly intelligent? It's this. What kind of person do you want that intelligence to serve?